Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries May 7, 2022. With today's Sun-Neptune alignment, you could be making a personal sacrifice or helping someone out. While practical matters may suffer a little, and you could be procrastinating, your imagination is in full bloom, taking you to fantastic places. Aim to connect with your dreams and spiritual heart and make extra time for yourself and healing activities. Releasing resentment and embracing compassion, particularly regarding past matters that still have a hold on you, can be helpful now. It can be a private, romantic, or meditative day. Even so, as the day advances, you're feeling far more playful and interactive, ready to share or enjoy yourself. Still, if you persevere, you will be able to get out of that situation because there is also a sextile with Saturn that provides good energy for emotional stability and growth in love affairs. You could become fascinated with someone you just met. Perhaps you are falling for a new coworker. Or maybe she is a new neighbor in the neighborhood. This person could generate a kind of intrigue for you. It could have a certain glamorous or mystical charm. You could fall into a romantic daydream, imagining what it would be like to be with her. Don't do anything impulsively. On the love side, the planets will leave you alone today. Whether you are a couple or single, things will not change, and calm will rule the day. This tranquility will do you a lot of good if you have had a somewhat hectic love life lately. On the other hand, for the natives of the sign looking to find love, this tranquility could plunge you into a languor that you will have to fight. Go out, spend time with your friends, and take advantage of it. Take care of yourself. Whether you're single or already committed, it's important that you stay grounded under today's dizzying astro weather. In addition to the likelihood of being in your feels with the moon swimming through Aquarius, Luna will make a direct opposition to powerhouse Pluto, which, in turn, heightens and intensifies your innermost feelings. Maybe you're overwhelmed with your personal life or perhaps in deep introspection. This is bound to affect your love life today, so be mindful of the emotional waves. This is especially true when considering the moon's trine to the Sun-Neptune via your 12th house of closure, dreams, and surrender. Are you reluctant to end a romantic cycle? Have a little hope. Today, the mystical Sun conjunct spiritual Neptune in Pisces, casting an abstracted allure onto your subconscious. With these two planets working together, you could get lost in daydreams of financial freedom and professional success. You may be thinking about what the perfect job would look like, along with the ideal pay and lifestyle that it could accommodate. Use this wonderful conjunction to dream of your perfect professional life. Your hope will not stop there, as the moon enters self-assured Leo later in the day, giving you a boost of confidence. Halfway between the moon's return to your financial sector 7 days ago and its return to your income sector in 7 days, there is a chance to gain a better sense of perspective. While the last few days have been more weighted to money matters, with a positive aspect between the moon favoring financial matters on the home front, the pendulum will start to shift to the other side of the financial fence in the next few days. Maintain contacts and strengthen your social ties, especially with close friends and family. Don't keep putting them off, because they really need to be near you now. It should be easy for you since you are completely at ease with yourself and won't be stressed by their company. Obviously, when others are in a positive mood, you will be too. You'll surprise yourself with some entertainingly out-of-character behavior, and your crush will be most appreciative. Making an effort to get out and socialize is enough to make others aware of your qualities, and there is every chance you'll discover a new love interest. You're sure to meet new people and create connections that give others an opportunity to get to know and appreciate your delightfully seductive ways. With today's planetary activity, you sense a struggle within yourself. What you want is different from what you need. If you choose to sail above the petty squabbling that occurs from time to time in your relationships, you will find it even more challenging to deal with this energy inside yourself. Do not ignore the tension that arises between your higher self and your human desires. Arm yourself to deal with it with a good dose of aerobic exercise. Being able to concentrate with great diligence will be present under this influence, making it an excellent time to get some work done. Whether you've got stacks of paper to wade through, or several hours of manual labor ahead of you, rest assured you'll have the zip to get it all done. Take time to relax when you finish to allow yourself to regenerate. Sometimes the energy can see you going too far for too long. Avoid this. Our eyes in the sky. It isn't a time in which we conform to the ideals and status quo of society. To be honest, it's the opposite of that. At the forefront of our hearts and minds for the next 30 days will be humanitarian acts of kindness, generosity, and the notion of unconditional caring for humankind. This is also a time of revolution and technological advances. We can expect some news of pending changes that could transform our world for the better and help us evolve as human beings. Radical beliefs could shift your consciousness to better align with what is happening in the world and your personal life, as well as your current ideals and views, not those you believed in the past. The nagging feeling that we have misjudged someone or something dampens our confidence, and much as we try to pinpoint rationale that would give our conclusion credence, the more it eludes us. Our imagination can run wild now, which is not such a bad thing if we funnel our creative energy into a spiritual practice or a meditative or artistic exercise. Once this transit passes, we might even surprise ourselves with the inspired works we've produced during a time when we felt so out of sorts. In the evening, the sun exits grounded, pragmatic, and success-oriented Capricorn for the terrain of cosmic innovator. At this time, we build on the legacies we established during Capricorn season, but with experimentation and collaboration in mind. This is a season for outreach, networking, and showing off our originality. Letting our inner nonconformist out to play finds us meeting those with similarly eccentric interests, pastimes, and social views. Over the next month, we are less concerned with tradition or fitting into the crowd. We know that deviating from convention and owning our unique point of view is how we can make progress, not only for our own sake, but for the good of our communities. If placed in a leadership position, we will prioritize tenets like freedom of expression, ingenuity, and defying limitation over taking the safe approach. After sunup, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began early last night. At this time, we wish to offer care to others as an extension of our own subconscious needs for nurturance. Without support in return, we can become moody and ill-tempered. It is a good time to ask ourselves what we need from our loved ones, but since our emotions are at the mercy of the tides, we also want to avoid guilt-tripping or gaslighting others as a reaction to feeling denied.